Okay, guys, have you ever made a decision in your life that when it was initially presented to you, you were like, hard no? Like, for me, I had a couple big ones. My husband, I met him on a cruise ship. Like, who does that? Meets a boy on a cruise ship and ends up marrying him. We adopted a little boy. That was like a hard no for me at the beginning. Like, we weren't open to that. However, it's exactly what God intended for our lives. And joining Plexus for me, moving to Kansas. These are big decisions that initially were a hard no. I want you to know that sometimes those decisions, sometimes those fork in the road moments seem like they are impossible. But when you stop and you take a breath, you think about it, listen to your heart and see if there's a nudge there. See if there's that like, you know, what if this is actually going to change everything for me? That's what convention is for a lot of people. It's initially a hard no. Like, I don't see how I could ever make this work. The financial investment, the time investment, childcare, all of the things. There's so many excuses why not to go. But I can tell you, I have never, ever experienced someone saying, I wish I didn't go to convention. Like, it typically changes people's lives. It changes their experience. It changes their relationship with their business and their vision for their future. You guys, and you get to connect with this community. There's so many reasons. I can go on and on, but I can't explain it to you. Honestly, you have to experience it yourself. So I'm hoping to see you at convention in 2022 in Ohio.
One of the things, probably the biggest things that happened for me in my business was Emily telling me that convention was a non-negotiable. I remember having every excuse in the book for not going. You know, I had to make sure the kids were watched, the money that it was involved, the time, all the things. But somehow, some way, I was convinced to go, and it literally changed everything for me. I would not be where I am today if I did not go to my first convention. I had more belief than ever after being around our company leaders, our corporate staff, other ambassadors, learning more about our products, and with the top-notch training that I received. I cannot stress this enough, that not only is it going to make a huge impact on your business, it's probably going to be one of the most fun things you do all year long. Make it a point to get to.
Hey there, Mindy Covey here. Wanted to share about my very first convention with you, and honestly where my vision for Plexus and how it was going to change my life actually began. I was a brand new little baby silver ambassador when I went to my first convention in Vegas, and I really didn't know why I was going. I just kept hearing that I should be going, and I was like, okay, well, I want to go to Vegas. Like, let's go, let's do this. And so I went, and it was great. But that convention changed everything in terms of like my vision for what Plexus could be for me, what it could be for my family, and what I could bring back to my team. All like 5 of them at that point. But I was so just blown away by how much bigger it was than I even understood at that point. And I remember sitting in those seats, and I remember saying to myself, one day you will walk across that stage. One day you are going to be a jewel. One day you're going to be a diamond. And this convention will be my first time up on stage, getting a jewel recognition. And so it is such an important thing to get your booty to convention and to experience it for yourself. And who knows, you might eventually be like me, catch the vision and go all in with this and make it your absolute passion and your absolute desire to be up on stage or to bring so many people or whatever it is. But convention is a must, and it can build so much belief, so much vision for you and your team. So I hope to see you guys there.
Hey, my name's Amanda, and I was just sitting here reflecting on my first convention. I will never forget the moment. It was pretty incredible, actually. I was sitting there surrounded by thousands of other people, and this incredible woman came on stage and she started sharing her Plexus journey. And I remember feeling like I was frozen in time, like I had blanked out everybody around me. It was this, I don't know, such a surreal moment. And when I stop and try to explain it, it's really hard because until you're there and you experience something like this. So I'm going to do my best. But I remember sitting there, like I said, blanking everybody out. I felt like this woman was just speaking to me. Like I felt like she was sharing her heart and her soul with me. And then she broke out into this song. I remember feeling like I just felt all her pain, all her emotion, all her truths were just shared with all these people, but I remember feeling like she was just sharing it with me. And I remember feeling this calming feeling come across me, like this is where you're meant to be. These are your people. This is your community. You're safe. You are allowed to dream again. Everything is going to be okay. And as she was singing, I just felt this flood of emotion come over me. I wept. And I wiped my face and I cried again, and the tears were just of joy, of passion, of excitement, fulfillment, just that feeling like, oh my gosh, all these people have a story. I have a story, everyone that is coming to convention has a story, and just to be part of that was incredible.
Hi, friends. Okay, thinking back to my first convention, it was 2016. I was a senior gold ambassador, just had gone senior gold, and I had 2 ambassadors that came with me from Maine. And I was nervous and excited, and I can just remember, you guys, sitting up in the stands. It was in Vegas at a big convention center. First, I was blown away at the number of people in that room, at how corporate had the most incredible speakers, and I just felt part of something so big. I just felt part of something bigger than myself. It was amazing to see so many different people there and also doing Plexus. And I just remember sitting way up high in the stands and looking down at all the jewels that were sitting on the floor and who got up on stage. And I just caught this massive vision of when I come back next year, I want to be on that stage. And it just casted vision that I could do it after meeting people there that were just like me and seeing these people who I had admired and put on a pedestal. They're just like me. They're just like me. And if they can do it, I can do it. So I really caught this full belief in myself and that it was possible. And I was just seeing and talking to people who had done it. So get to convention, just meeting everybody else on our team in person and hugging them and not just seeing their Facebook bubble picture was also just amazing. It makes you feel super connected to your team, and then you find people who have your same passion and goals and want to run. And you guys, I could talk all day about how amazing convention is. So that's my plug. Just get there. Make it happen. Put it on a credit card. It will grow you so big and be well worth your financial investment. It really will be. I'll see you there.